Hello everyone, this is Bala. I'm here to give a demo on Jenkins using Docker image and Git with the help of Ec2 instance. Before going for the demo, let's go for a brief understanding of this concept. We need to create AWS account. I will help you out that in a minute. After creating of AWS account, we can install any OS. Like I'm gonna install CentOS 7. After installing CentOS 7, I'm plan to install the Docker. Okay, after successfully installing a Docker, we need to check the status of the Docker, whether it's in running state, and we need to check which Docker version has been installed. After that, we are going to take Jenkins. We can install Jenkins in two ways. We are going to do it by pull image from Docker Hub. Jenkins is used for continuous integration, and it's open source software. Using Jenkins, we can build and test, and we can deploy easily. Most of the companies are using Jenkins because of the open source and easy for user interface. And one more thing, for the repository, most of them use open source GitHub repository. From the GitHub repository, we can commit the code and it will take automatically by Jenkins. Um, Finally, this system. Okay. When we try to like most of the projects has been done like group of people, and everyone try to commit their code into the repository. They can choose any repository. Most of them prefer GitHub repository. After committing the code in the Jenkins, we will try to build the code for the continuous integration, and after continuous integration, we can deploy it directly to the AWS EC2 instance, any of the EC2 instance which can have any OS operating system. Let's go for the demonstration. Creating AWS account, it's very easy, and you have to go to sign in, create a new AWS account, you have to give the information which they needed from you. After creating it, it's a 12 months of free trial accesses. You have to be very careful about the tools which you are going to use in AWS. They will clearly mention which instances or DB or free trial. Once you register successfully, you will see this screen. Okay, let's go for creating a new instance, EC2 instance, and you have to go to the instances. This is the Ec2 dashboard. When you click this Ec2 dashboard, it will show this page, and there are a couple of things you should notice here. This one has instances and the network and security. These two things we're gonna focus more on this tutorial. First we'll go for the instance. I'm going to create a new instance. You can see here launch instance. You can take any of the instances with the OS like Linux. You have to be careful about the free trial eligibility, and some instances like this Windows 2019 with SQL Server doesn't have any free trial. So as I said before, I'm going to take CentOS. Let's search for CentOS. Okay, CentOS 7, select it, just give a continue, and make sure you are clicking general purpose tier 2 micro free trial eligible, or else it will be cost. And you have to be very careful here. It says choose existing key pair or create a new key. Try to create a new key for this demo. Download the key. The key will be downloaded which has been .pem. I'll tell you in a minute for what purpose we need this key. The servers are virtual, we can't see those servers, so we need to access the server using the key. This PEM key, we need to change it using putty gen. So I'll go to the download. Need to check for demo. Before that we need to go for all files, then only it will show the .pem folder. Open, save it as private key. I'm going to save this in my desktop. Demo. Once we saved successfully, you can close the putty gen. The instance is in running state now. I'm going to give the instance name as demo. Make it as Jenkins. When we want to access particularly this instance, we need to take the public IP and go to putty I hope most of them knows about putty. Go to Ssh Authentication. In the authentication we have to try to get the demo. This is a ppk file which is converted from PEM to ppk. Once we got the access, usually you will get this message, just go ahead with yes. It will ask for login as, because we didn't, you have to think about that we didn't mention anywhere a login and password for this server. Usually we installed CentOS, so login should be CentOS. Well, now we successfully log into CentOS server. Once you been inside, you try to go as a root, or else whenever you do something it will ask for the root permission, so better go for as a root sudo su. Now I am in root. Okay, let's go back to our diagram. As of now we completed AWS creating an account and we successfully installed CentOS 7. Now we're going to focus on installing a Docker. It's a bit easy. Let's go to the browser. Docker install. Mostly prefer Docker documentation rather than other Docker for Linux. And you can see here the server which I'm going for, CentOS. When you click it, it will provide the steps we need to follow. This step says like if we have some before version, we have to remove it before, so we're not going to do that one now. We are going to install mutil package, so we are in root user, so we don't need to mention sudo. I hope you are understanding. Once the installation is successful, we'll just configure it, Docker repo. It says like enable the nightly or test repository. We don't need right now. We'll install the Docker. Yes. It will ask some permissions. Just give yes as of now. After that, to start the Docker, we have to give this command. Oops, still it's downloading. No problem, we will wait. It says it's completed successfully. We'll start the Docker. Docker is successfully started. If it is not successful, we will be getting some errors. We'll go back to our diagram. Docker is successfully installed and it's running. We need to pull the image of Jenkins, same Docker. we'll look for Jenkins. Oops, sorry. Docker Hub. Docker Hub is a repository. There will be a previously lot of created images. We can create our own image as well as. Okay, docker pull command. Using this, we're gonna pull the Jenkins image. After pulling the Jenkins image, if you go to the documentation, it says the Docker run 8080 is a Jenkins predefined port number. We're gonna and assign it, and once the pull command is finished, try to run the Docker with the port. Oh, it's not copied properly. Let's copy again. Is possible to access the servers as many times using putty while it's downloading. We can try to access again the same server with another putty terminal, so that we can do other stuff simultaneously. Go to desktop, demo, ppk. As you all know that login should be sent os. Once you are in, try to be an root user to get the full access. Let's check. Yeah, Jenkin is successfully installed. It's finished downloading. This key is, we should remember. I'll tell you why we need this key. In case, okay, let's check Docker. Go back to documentation. Let's check what else they're trying to say. Yeah, that's good as of now. Docker ps list the running containers. Yeah, you can see here the Jenkins is running the port number 8080, and Docker ps is to show the hidden containers as well as. There is no hidden containers for us, so only Jenkins is running. Most of them will have a problem when they try to access this Jenkins URL, because this port 8080 we didn't open for this server. We should go to the server. You can see the security groups. Click security groups and go down. You can see here inbound rules, edit. Already we have only SSH for 2022 port range. We need to edit the port. And as I said before, Jenkins default port 8080, and as of now we'll give all 0. Save the rules. Okay, come back to the instances, click Jenkins and public IP. Click the public IP, go to the URL, try to paste it, and the port number is 8080. I hope we should get Jenkins too. That's great. It's working now. I said before, we need this administrator password. In case if if you don't get it this password, you can go to this particular location and you can get it from initial administrative password. Once check the profile proxy and fire the firewalls. Okay, something is wrong. Wait a minute. We'll try to access with some other browser. The Docker is not the container is not running. Let's check docker ps-a. Let's docker start. Let's make this the container to run. Now it's fine. You can see here we successfully launched Jenkins. Ignore this right now. Okay, now we're going to let's go back to our diagram. We successfully launched our Jenkins. We need to get Git, so we need to download GitHub plugin, and we're gonna download Maven as well, as because we're gonna take Maven project to show the build. Go to Maven Jenkins. To download any plugins, we need to go to manage plugins. As I said before, we're gonna try for Maven project. We need to download Maven. Go to available and look for Maven. I don't know, it's a bit slow. Yeah, you can see here Maven integration, which is depends on snapshot automate configuration of various Jenkins. Let's install it. Go for install without restore. Once this plugin is installed, we'll check whether the Git is installed or not. Usually it takes some time to download the plugins. After installing Jenkins, we need to go to GitHub, and right now I'm gonna take this project for the test purpose. Just copy this one, and in the configuration we need to configure with the git. So what will happen finally, whenever we do some commit on the git, Jenkins will recognize something, some update has been happened in GitHub. Then it will make a build and it will display to us. It's taking too long. Mostly it won't be failure for script security, and the command agent launcher will see it. Usually it won't show any failure when it's getting downloaded. It says Jenkins instance appears to be offline. Let's check our instance. Docker ps. It shows in running state. Skip plugin installation. We need to create a user for this. We'll keep it as demo. Password also demo. confirm the password one more time. The name. Okay, let's skip Jenkins. Just skip right now. Start using Jenkins. I will go to manage Jenking. Okay, go to manage plugins. Let's go and check the installation by the Maven, and okay, it's not installed. We'll go to availability, try to search. Try to search for Maven. You can see here Maven integration. Install without restart. Okay, let's create a new build, create a new job, and make this as demo Maven project. You can go anything like freestyle project, because now I'm going to test a build for Maven project. Click OK, and here you see here source code management is not none. We need a Git, so mostly it will install Git at the beginning of the Jenkins. If you don't have Git there, don't worry, go back to the home, same like manage Jenkins, manage plugins, check for the available, look for the Git. You can see here GitHub integration. Install without a restart. I know that it's taking a long time, but I don't want to skip any of the installation process or any steps. That's the only reason I'm just waiting for the complete installation process, so that you can also know what are the mistakes may be chances of happening when you are doing by yourself. A few more minutes, it's gonna finish. Okay, let's go and check whether Git is installed. Go to configuration. That's great. You can notice that before we don't have any Git here. Now when we download from the plugin, we got the Git here, and it says we need a URL from the Git repository of that project. This is the project URL. I'll provide this link for you if you want exactly to try this project. After giving, just come down, just go down, and it says that need Maven is installed. Click this one. Go to the global tool configuration. Just ignore this error message as of now. It says some error here. Maven is installed. Go to add Maven. Just provide any name if you want. I'm gonna give name as Maven, and just give apply, save. Go back again here. Most of the time this POM folder we need to give complete project name. I click my POM is here, so I need to give test Maven. So the goal I'm going to give clean and install. Let's save. Okay, I saved it. Now go for build now. You can see here the build is happening. You can check in console what's happening. Go to console output. You can see here cloning the remote Git repository, and you can see here the build test Maven, the snapshot. I hope it will be successful. You can see here clean, default clean, because in the goal we mentioned clean and install. Come down. You can see here the test results, no failures. You can see here the build is successful. Okay, let's go back to our image I hope you all understand the whole complete process with the proper demonstration. And I would like to tell you one more thing, important thing. I prepared a document which I'm going to attach below this video. And as of now, you can see here, like, developer commits any code in the source code directory. It may be Git or anything. Git is open source, and the Jenkins regularly checks the directory for any possible changes. And if the Jenkins the build and test is successful, and it will go for the deployment straight away. If anything fails, it gives the notification to the particular team to work on the errors. I'm just pasting this image down for the better understanding. And the final and most important things I would like to suggest you all for the in-depth understanding, like for the project which has very big project, we can't able to do continuous integration with one Jenkins. So Jenkins can act as a master and slave. You need to look into that, how it possible. Okay. And Jenkins can be implemented in different ways. Like if you go for a standalone application, for example, you need JDK and Nginx. I think everyone know about this for the security purpose. And you have to look for another continuous integration tools other than the Jenkins. As well as most of the times the errors people faces, when you installing the OS, you need to be aware of what kind of OS you are installed, because if you install CentOS, for example, we use yum, and sometimes use Ubuntu, we use apt-get. So depends on the OS, the command will change. You should be aware of that. And always good thing to check the Docker logs by giving the command like docker logs and the image name. I hope everyone understand this complete document. I will upload it, and my GitHub repository I will upload it for you for the practice. And thank you for this section. If you really like this video and it is helpful for you, please subscribe and give a like. Thank you. Bye.